Hello my people and welcome to another day of stories. It is Friday and yes, I'm shooting this on Friday. I'm sorry. Has your week ever gotten behind? My week got behind. I'm sorry, okay? It's as long as the video is here on Friday, I don't see what the problem is, but apparently some of you do. So for those of you who've sent me the emails and the text messages and the other things, I'm sorry, but it's still gonna happen on Friday. I'm dedicating my Friday to you guys. Because I love you. That said, if you are new here, there's always a video on Friday, and if you haven't subscribed, click that subscribe button, then Quasimodo the bell so that you always know when the video comes out, even though you know it's going to come out on Friday. Also click that like button because thumbs up is thumbs up, and without further ado, let's get cracking. Hope you guys had a very wonderful new year, and if you've made resolutions that you are resolved to resolve them, and if you did not make resolutions that you just are going into 2019 living the dream. I hope that is what I hope you are dream living. If you're not dream living, just watch some videos. You'll smile. Be back into the dream. It'll be great. My videos. Today I'm telling you a story about firearms, and I want to emphasize gun safety, people, okay? The safety of using a gun. And there's a very good reason for the safety. It's to keep you safe. See what I did there? I am sure that I'm listing these out of order, but I was trained in the gun safety rules, and I'm sure there's more to just be safe. But in general, just be safe. Don't be stupid, and you don't be, if you're a dink, don't even touch one. Don't even look at a gun. Just point a different direction. If you're asking, how do I know if I'm a dink? You're a dink. The first rule is to treat every gun as though it is loaded when it is handed to you. You treat every gun, even if you know it's empty, you treat it as though it's loaded. Another rule is to not put your finger on the trigger until you're ready to fire. Another rule is to be sure of what is behind your target. What are you shooting at? What's behind that? You don't want to go through something and hit somebody. That's bad news bears. And that's kind of where our story gets its origins. When I was a wee bitty lad, my grandfather let us learn to shoot on the BB gun. It was a cool pump BB gun, and then pop, it was so much fun. We had a blast shooting that BB gun. He had a very big backyard with a fence and a garden, and he would set up a cardboard box with a pistol target on that box and let us shoot across the yard into that target. And my grandfather had the most amazing eyes. He could see from across the yard without binoculars or anything where we hit the target. He always knew where you were shooting. It was, I don't know how he did it, but he taught us gun safety. Don't put your finger on the trigger till you're ready to fire. Treat every gun as though it's loaded. Be sure of what's behind your target. And we were sure. We knew what was going on. Because we had done this so many times, my grandfather placed a little too much trust in the wee bitty lads and told my uncle, who was working in the shop, that he wanted him to watch us shooting. That's a reasonable request, right? Nay. My uncle comes out, he watches us take 2 or 3 shots, and then he goes back to doing his work because he's busy. He's got stuff to do. You guys all good? Well, at 2 shots each, I think you know what you're doing. We just continued shooting. Now the thing, we were sure what was behind that target was a fence, but what was behind that fence was a house. Yeah, when you don't have grandpa telling you exactly where you're shooting, sometimes maybe your aim goes off, maybe brothers being brothers, messing around, maybe you aim a little high and then a little more high. And then maybe you try doing something you don't normally do, which is standing up and you're kind of just, I don't know, ready, aim, fire! Long story short, we finished shooting, everything was fine. We packed up the box and everything was all good. Mom picked us up, we went home and everything was fantastic. Until a storm began to brew. And it blew right into my room, and it was equipped with a wooden spoon. We called it Mom. Turns out that the house behind Grandpa's house had windows in it. Miraculously enough, my brother and I managed to put a BB hole in every single window. Just tiny, I mean, they were just tiny holes. It would have been fine, put a piece of tape over it. But Grandpa had to replace something in the neighborhood of $1,800 in windows. And that was in 1990, so that's $100,000 today. I mean, really, this was my uncle's fault. I mean, right? I mean, like a little, 7-year-old supposed to know About window? It was a really long time before we got to shoot the BB gun again. But then the day came and my grandfather deemed me worthy to shoot the BB gun once again. This time, because we didn't want to shoot out any more windows on accident, we put a box right in front of the shop, but we put a bunch of stuff in the box so that it would stop the BB inside. We wouldn't have to worry about any of that. But it was right there. The shop was the background and I was back there shooting from the other side of the yard. This is the last point I'd like to add when you are shooting firearms, and that is you should probably wear some glasses, because I almost am looking at you like a pirate, which would be so baller. Ahoy, me people! Welcome to another story day. But I nearly sit here before you a blinded man, because I fired and once again I didn't hit the target. I was still a wee lad, and did you know that if it's like those will bounce right off of wood, hit me right there. All of the ouch. Because last time I tried to end something a little bit artistically, wow, did that not go over well. It was unnecessary hate. I just was trying, at least you guys know what you like, I guess. I'm so sorry. Henceforth there shall be endings to all of the videos. Even if the natural ending is something else, that would be something. I will be here to end the video and tell you that I hope you have a wonderful week and that I want you to always keep telling stories.